What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so we are now in the very early stages of the 2025-26 NBA season, and we've seen a lot of great performances throughout the league. Victor Wembanyama seems like he is probably going to win the Defensive Player of the Year award. At least he seems to be the shoe-in for that. Giannis Antetokounmpo is having a tremendous start too. He may be one of the leaders for MVP. We've seen before he went down with the injury, Luka Doncic was playing sensational basketball. Then we seen, of course, Austin Reeves step up just and drop the 51-point game against the Sacramento Kings. And that segues me to a guy who is MIA, that being LeBron James. Okay, we haven't seen LeBron James pick up a basketball since they were eliminated the Lakers against the Timberwolves, who, by the way, they've beaten this year without LeBron. And I think if you're a LeBron fan, you were hoping that the Lakers would be struggling. Instead, in all games without LeBron James and one game without Luka Doncic, they're 2-1. And they definitely have a next man up mentality, as Luka Doncic put it, instead of having the media chant, LeBron needs help. Right? But anyway, going deeper than that, LeBron supposedly is out due to a sciatic nerve condition, right? Former NBA player Stacey doesn't buy that. He thinks that LeBron James is essentially protesting the Lakers organization because he didn't get an extension, right? And a lot of us believe that too. I do. And we think that LeBron is not playing to try to make a statement. Well, without me, the team is going to struggle. And honestly, the Lakers look better without him. But anyway, here's former NBA player Stacey King making his point.
What do you think about the Lakers now as they transition from being a LeBron team to a Luka team?
Well, I think the transition started last year, so it's not something new. And I think that's one of the reasons why you see LeBron not showing up at team meetings, not doing the things, missing training camp. LeBron's in one of those situations right now. Like, if you don't want to play in preseason, you don't have to play in preseason. You're 40 years old. We already know what you can do. They pretty much, they should just came out from the very get-go and just said he's not going to be part of preseason. He's going to practice, but we're going to hold him out for the regular season. They didn't do that. And now it looks bad on LeBron because they see you dancing, on videos, you're at concerts, you're playing golf. You got sciatic nerve problem. You ain't playing golf. You ain't playing 36 holes of golf. That just ain't gonna happen. And I'm not saying he's not hurt, but it doesn't look good when they see you doing other things and not on the basketball court. Again, it'd just been better if they just said we're gonna hold him out to the first game. He doesn't need. He's an all-time great. He doesn't need to be in training camp. We're happy we're going. Luka's here. Boom, boom. Luka's in better shape. I think what LeBron is doing is seeing what kind of start they get off to. So if the Lakers get off to how many games he's supposed to miss?
They're saying probably about 11 or 12.
Okay. Let's just say the Lakers go 9-2 without him. Now you're going to see, I got to get back now. You might see him back if they go 5-0.
Yeah.
He might come back sooner. Well, I feel a lot better. I'm coming back now. But if they don't, let's just say they're on the other side of that mark and they go, 2-9.
Yeah. Oh, it still hurts.
Yeah. Now what it looks like now is, so you can't win without me.
Right.
You guys got to start 11 games. You can't win without me. And he's really mad that they didn't offer him a contract extension like Kevin Durant got in Houston.
Yeah.
He didn't get that because I think the Lakers are slowly trying to move away from him and, position themselves for Luka and to build around Luka, because realistically it's hard to build, even though as great as LeBron is still playing at a high level, you don't know how many more years he actually is going to be able to play at that level.
Yeah.
No, so you got a kid now who's 25 years old. He's a true superstar. Okay. We got to start building around him and putting the players necessary for when LeBron does leave in the next year or two, that we have to position ourselves to be in a transition year where we're not transitioning being a team that's like a top 3 team to a lottery based team. We want to still be in the mix with Luka when the keys are finally passed over to him.
You know what's amazing to me? What I find so amazing about LeBron is his his self delusion and narcissism are so they're so I'm trying to think of a word I want to use. They're blinding him so much from reality that he doesn't even look at this thing from a logical business perspective. He claims he does, or through Rich Paul or whatever, they claim they do, but they really don't. This guy's emotional. He's an emotional guy. Look, what I'm getting at is LeBron ain't have no problem leaving Miami when he saw Dwayne Wade getting older, when he saw some of the other members of that core getting older. He had no problems leaving Miami and making a tactical decision. Oh, I like this guy in Cleveland. I like, how Kyrie Irving is developing. I could go there, not even really have Kyrie involved in decision making, but I'm going to use my muscle, my pull in Cleveland, and build a team around me with Kyrie to help build win a championship, which they did flukily in 2016. Right? He left Cleveland in 2018 when he felt like, I don't think I can adequately win a championship here. Let me go to LA. What I'm getting at is, how can you get mad at LA when they look at you? You're 40 going on 41 years of age. Yes, you can still put up 24 points a night. Yes, you could do that. But I think you were the only player to have a negative plus minus that was an all NBA player. And it wasn't that your teammates was dragging you down, because you had one of the worst plus minuses. Matter of fact, you've had one of the worst plus minuses on the Lakers over the past 3 to 4 years. You don't play defense. The team had a negative 8 points against their opponents when you were on the floor last year, which means that you're actually hurting the team when you're out there playing. So at the end of the day, if it wasn't for all of these advantages that the Lakers get with the free throws and the non-calls and the calls that they get going for them, they would be an awful team. They wouldn't even, sometimes I think in some instances, they wouldn't even make the playoffs. In some years they did make the playoffs barely. Or at least they'd be fighting in the play-in tournament more often. So why would they move on? Why shouldn't they move on from you and look to Luka? He's doing more with less. We all know what would happen if LeBron James was playing right now. He probably would have hurt. They'd probably be 0-3. He would have hurt them somehow, so that they're either 0-3 or 1-2. And by December, we'll be hearing the LeBron needs help bullshit. Even though LeBron, as we see now, has 2 teammates capable of scoring 50 points in a game themselves. So anyway, man, we all know what the deal is, man. This guy is just taking up a roster spot. Him and his son, who is a bum. But matter of fact, I tell you what, why Bronny not stepping up? Okay, LeBron is out. Luka's out. Where Bronny gonna step up? I mean, he got a guaranteed $3 million coming in this year, right? What is the demand for Bronny to step up? Have him step up and drop 20. He can't. He can't. That's why. He can't even. You can't even bet on Bronny to drop 4. Man, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.